Hello folks, and welcome back to our playthrough of the Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. In the last episode we had a couple, well, different enemies that we faced off against, but then we spoke to the King of Morrowind. He mentioned having to, well, let's see. He's spoken of possible threats to his monarchy, and wants us to meet an informant here in the Winged Guar. We're supposed to ask the man about his uncle's farm, and it looks like he's supposed to be an orc. I would imagine this orc would stick out in the bar here, but let's take a look.
Hello, Outlander.
You are not an orc.
I hope you won't take too much of my time.
We have a
I'm listening.
Wood elf. And there's an orc over here.
I'm listening, please. Go ahead.
What do you want? Bach asks. Let's see. What do you know about your uncle's farm? Yeah, I get it. Code words, whatever. Here's what you should know. Our king is paranoid. I know. It's treason to even think that sort of stuff, but it's true. He always thinks someone is out to get him. The man's had me checking into a different conspiracy every week for the last month. I keep telling him, you're king. You're gonna have enemies. Does he listen? Psh, no. This time, though, there might be something to it. I've found some disturbing information. My sources tell me there's a plot, but not against the king. From what I've been able to gather, there will be an attempt made on the Queen Mother's life. I'm not sure who would want to target her. From what I know, she has no enemies in Mournhold, but that's what my sources are telling me. Interesting. So I guess we should probably bring this information back to the king, so let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so we are returning to the king here. Let's let him know what's going on.
We are pleased to see you, Sarah.
Anubis Rowan, have you learned more about that plot? Yes, I expected you would find out as much. Other sources of mine indicate the same thing, and that the attempt will be made tomorrow night. Our mother must be protected at all costs, but I do not wish to tip my hand to these assassins. Here is how we will protect Baron Zaya. It would be unwise to station more guards outside her doors, as that would alert the killers to our knowledge. Better to catch them in the act. One of our royal guards could be involved in this attempt, so they will be kept occupied elsewhere. You will stay in the antechamber outside our mother's chambers tomorrow evening, and deal with these assassins when they arrive. Close the door behind you and hide behind the screens, so as to not alert them to your presence. Meantime, find out whatever else you can. Alright, so it looks like tomorrow evening I have to be outside her chambers, and then close the door behind me and hide behind the screens. Interesting. Let's save. Alright, so where does the Queen Mother hide out at anyways? Alright, so I found out where Baron Zaya's chambers are. You go through the throne room, keep going past it, and then it's like right up front here. Alright, so it's supposed to happen tomorrow evening. Let's go ahead and wait for 20 hours? We'll wait for 20 hours. Save again. Well, it said hide behind the screen, so I'm guessing it's in there. Queen Baron Zaya.
Strange times, my friend. people are frightened.
Ah, you are the one recently arrived from Vardenfell. What is it you wish to ask? Can I mention anything about the plot? Yes. Do what you must, my friend. I am not concerned. Well, you're awfully, She seems quite, certain of herself, even though things may not go well here. We'll find out. Though given Morrowind's AI, I'm guessing probably more than likely I'm in trouble here rather than she is. Alright, let's go ahead and wait an hour. My journal has been updated. I'm in position where the king told me to wait outside her chambers, and I have closed the door to the room behind me. Just waiting. Oh, there they go. Prepare to spring the attack. Oh dear, it suddenly went dark. Let's see. I do have Night Eye, right? Of course, I've already killed 2 of them here. Journal has been updated. I have defeated the assassins. Alright, let's see, their cuirasses I can sell pretty decently. Oh, this is, hold on, let me take off his mask. That's a, some manner of man. Interesting. And this one might be a Dunmer. So 1 Dunmer and 2 men. Interesting. So, what information have you uncovered about this mysterious plot my son believes is afoot? It seems they've been taken care of. Good work.
These are strange
well, that was
times,
it. Alright, I guess we go back to the king now. Let him know what's up.
The Nine and the Empire, citizen.
Well, the assassins have been taken care of.
And well deserved.
I understand you were able to protect Baron Zaya. You were able to hold off the assassins. Interesting. Perhaps the threat was not as great as it seemed. We commend you. Take this as a show of our appreciation. We are impressed with your efforts so far. When you are ready, speak to me about further service to your king. Well, I'm ready now. By your actions so far, you have proven yourself to be both strong and loyal to our throne. It is now time for you to prove yourself to me, personally. I have plans for you, Anubis Rowan, and it is almost time they were put into motion. That almost sounds a little wrong, taken out of context. Alright, what about proving myself? I require all those close to me to be powerful, able to defend me from any adversary. Perhaps you have met my personal bodyguard, Karad. He is a perfect example, the finest fighter I have met in all my travels, and loyal to me to the death. And the plans? All in good time. First you will prove yourself. So I'm guessing I gotta fight Karad here. Let's save, though I don't imagine we'll have too many issues. Karad says nothing. Oh, there we go. I had to click on the Karad part. I met him many years ago, a deaf and dumb child wandering the streets of Wayrest. The boy actually has the audacity to try and rob my stepsister, Elisana. I marveled at his courage, and took him into my employ. When a dog has been beaten, Anubis Rowan, it will lick the hand of the one who feeds it even the most meager scraps. Now he's my most loyal of servants, and one of my most deadly. I wish for you to fight my champion. That is correct. I have come to know you a bit, Anubis Rowan. I believe you can be of some use to me. But the plans I have will require someone of great strength or wit, perhaps both. The time has come for you to prove this to me. You will return here tomorrow and you will duel Carrad. If you are able to defeat him, we will discuss my plans for you. Oh, I gotta wait a day. Well, I'll just go outside the room and wait a day. Just loiter. Alright, can I just wait like 12 hours till morning? I would hope that would be enough. Let's save. Just in case. And Carrad is just... He moved around a little bit.
We are pleased to see you, Sarah.
Carrad says nothing. Have you come to fight my champion? Are you prepared to face Carrad? Yes. Ah, you have come to meet Carrad in battle. Good for you. Have I mentioned that Carrad has never been defeated? Perhaps I hadn't. This is to be a fair fight. Use whatever weapons or spells are at your disposal. I wish you both luck. At least one of you will need it. None are to interfere, and you will begin on my command. Interesting. Everyone leaves. I'm pretty sure the king just sounded like a woman there. And Carrad is like nothing. Hold! I am beaten. You are the greater warrior, Anubis Rowan. You should speak now with my liege. I didn't know Carrad was able to speak. I thought he was deaf and dumb.
We are pleased to see you, Sarah.
Enough. I have seen you fight my champion, though I find it hard to imagine how you have succeeded. I did not believe anyone could best Carrad, but you have shown me otherwise. And he speaks! There are depths to you, Anubis Rowan, that I will fathom in time. For now, you have proven yourself to me. I guess, the king didn't know that Carrad spoke either. Alright, let's see. I'm impressed. None have defeated Carrad in battle, and I certainly didn't expect you to be the first. You continue to surprise me. You've proven your worth to me, as well as your loyalty. Take this as a token of my faith in our friendship. It was my father's ceremonial dagger, and I place it now in your possession. Do not disgrace his memory, Anubis Rowan. Now, let's discuss my plans for you. As I'm certain you know, Mournhold is one of the seats of power for the Tribunal. The goddess Amalexia resides here in her temple, surrounded by her high ordinators. I have no great love for Amalexia, her ordinators, or the Tribunal of which she is part of. In light of recent events, I believe it is time to gather more information about them. Recent events are in terms of the storm going on outside? The attack on Mournhold was as unexpected to me as it was destructive to the city, and I make it my business to remain forewarned of this sort of event. Many believe the attacking creatures to have been Dwemer constructs, but we know now that is not the case. These creatures were beyond anything dreamt of by the dwarves, creatures it would take the power of a god to create. I would like you to learn more about the attacks. I believe the only person who might shed light on this situation is Amalexia herself. All indications are that the creatures must be the constructs of Sothasil, and only Amalexia is likely to have information about him. I wish for you to speak to her, learn what she knows about the creatures, and report to me. There is no reason for the goddess to suspect that you and I may be allied. Use this to her advantage. To your advantage. I can't speak today. Do not approach me again until you have learned all that you can. Well, this is actually kind of interesting, and it kind of makes you wonder more about exactly what Amalexia is up to, given the fact that she had us do some errands earlier. Errands that seem to perhaps bolster her at the expense of others. So let's go talk to this goddess
Emperor, king, and justice.
and see what she has to say about the construct attack. Alexia,
What may I do for you, my child?
I have questions.
Greetings, my dearest servant. You were to forge the blade of Nerevar once again.
Yes, I'm aware. Still working on that, but for the time being... What do you know about Sothasil?
Do not concern yourself with Sothasil. He lives in his own way, as he always has. No, I have not spoken with him in a long time, but this is not odd. I'm certain all is well with my old friend.
I see. What do you think of Helseth, the king here of Morrowind?
Helseth is the King of Morrowind. He is young and has much to learn. Soon he will learn the strength of the Tribunal Temple and its importance to all my people.
Alright, so I guess we have to go back and continue forging that blade before we can do anything else with her. So let's go see if we can find those pieces. Alright, so I was a little lost. I ended up having to look up exactly where I was supposed to go. And it appears that Carrot has one of the pieces for the blade. So let's go ahead and talk to him. What may Carrot do for you, Mighty One? Let's see. Pieces of the blade. When I was a child, my father gave me this weapon. He told me that as long as I had it, none would defeat me in battle, until the rightful owner came to claim it. I know now that you are the one he spoke of. I give it to you freely. May it serve you as well as it served me. So we got the odd Dwemer weapon added to our inventory. So we have the broken Dwemer blade piece. Odd Dwemer weapon. Oh, it is an actual weapon. Interesting. Alright, we have one more piece we have to get, and for this one we actually have to go out to, let's see, speak to Terasa Aram in the Museum of Artifacts in God's Reach. Okay, so that's where we're off to next. Alright, so I have reached the Museum of Artifacts that's in God's Reach. I didn't even know that this existed, but apparently it does. Also, oh.
So, you want something?
Apparently there's something else here that's
It's another
this graphics mod that I use isn't able to load for some reason. Anyways, Terasa. Greetings, I am Terasa Aram, curator of the Mournhold Museum of Artifacts. Oh, she can tell me about the boots of blinding speed? Well, they're certainly interesting, aren't they? An odd combination of enchantments, to be sure. Do you wish to sell them to the museum? It's not much, but I can offer you 250 gold for them. Oh, no. Well, that's your choice. The museum will survive without them. Let's see, we have Barilzar's Mazed Band, the Dagger of Symmachus, Stendar's Hammer? I haven't found that. Barilzar's Mazed Band, isn't that one of those? Oh, that was the thing I found from, for Amalexia. I understand that you found this thing of legend and brought it to the goddess. Oh, that's all that you're gonna say? Alright, well, what can you tell me about the pieces of the blade? The pieces of the blade of Nerevar here in Mournhold? Now there's something I'd like to get my hands on for the museum. I can't say that I have seen any that I know of, but I do have one piece from roughly the same time, and it seems to be of Dwemer construction. I don't even have it on display, because I haven't been able to positively identify it yet. It's a shield of Dwemer make. but not traditional in any sense of the word. The pieces of it just don't seem to match, and I've wondered if it isn't some sort of fake. I suppose it might be part of it, but I'll need some compensation. I'm always looking for new pieces for the Museum of Artifacts. Unique items, armor, and weapons of lore. You know the stuff. If you would be willing to donate a couple to the museum, I'd be willing to part with the shield. Well, what about this dagger of Symmachus? I have that? Oh, that's the thing that, let's keep it for now. Is that the thing that I just got? From, I want to say from the king, right? I believe so. The dagger of Symmachus. Fortify short blade 10 points, endurance 10 points, and reflect 10% on self. That's not too bad. Alright, so that I might be willing to part with. So let me donate it. Thank you. Alright, Alright, I need one more. What about Stendarr's hammer? Rumor has it the god of justice himself wielded the hammer. I am inclined to believe it, as none less than a god could ever hope to raise the thing, let alone swing it. It took 4 men just to lift it onto the podium for display. Oh, is that something that's being shown here?
A hard judge, but fair.
Ooh, famed artifacts of Tamriel. Maybe that's what I have to look at to... But I'm still looking for Stendarr's hammer. I'm guessing it has some connotations to Thor's hammer. There it is. Oh my god, its weight is 1,000. And it's not even all that good. I mean, chop 20 to 100. Damage health 1 to 10 points. Drain fatigue 1 to 20. Yeah, it's really not all that special. For something that weighs 1,000. Anyways, let's look at this famed artifacts of Tamriel. Let's see. We have the Lord's Mail. The Ebony Mail. Spellbreaker. Chrysamere. The Staff of Magnus. Warlock's Ring, Ring of Finester. Mace of Molag Bal, Ring of Khajiit. Mehrunes Razor. The Mask of Clavicus File. So pretty much a whole bunch of different stuff. Oh, the Fists of Randagolf. I think I have those, because don't I have like 2 versions of those? I thought I did. There's a hell of a lot of different ones here. Okay, so let me maybe go and see if I can find something back at my home here. But yeah, I think I'm going to end it here for today. And then the next episode will give her the other artifacts, take that little shield thing, and go from there. So thanks for watching, folks. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and click the bell icon so you stay notified on all of my stream. Well, not so much streams anymore. I suppose it is just mostly videos. And then the backup streams that I've been doing on Twitch lately. Also, don't forget to check out my Twitch, as that's where I will be doing my streams. I haven't come up with a set schedule yet, given that things are busy with work and that sort of thing, but I should have that probably around the end of June as to what I'll be doing from this point forward with the streams. So thanks for watching, and I will see you all later.